Welcome to ACN Sports Football, a special presentation of the Alabama Cable Network and our affiliates all across the state of Alabama. Since our beginning 34 years ago with Dora High School football, we have consistently provided coverage of high school and college sports. This program is brought to you in part by Carl Cannon Chevrolet, Buick, Cadillac, and GMC, by Green Top Barbecue, and by other sponsors on our local games throughout our coverage area, in 40 counties and over 500,000 homes, on charter. Now, stay tuned for today's broadcast. ACN Sports, we've got the games.
Hello again, football fans, and welcome in. The long shades of summer are setting down over Hudson Kirby Field, and that can only mean one thing. High school football is back in the air. Buddy Sparkman here along my longtime broadcast partner, Mr. Greentop himself, Tony Hedrick. Mr. Dora Bulldog, Donnie Early behind the camera, making it look and sound so good. And Tony, you don't get any better than this, the 96th renewal of Dora versus Cordova.
Yeah, this is what you play for. You know, you start your season off against your biggest county rival. You know, this is a team, you know, Dora's the last couple of years has had their way with, but you've got a new coaching staff. It's come in, has brought a new energy level with him. He's got, I think, close to 80 players out, just really trying to turn this program around and just, really starting from scratch with it.
Cordova's new head football coach, Justin Jones. Tony, you just alluded to him. Got a lot of numbers out, a lot of difference than last year. And of course, you don't have to add nothing else to this rivalry. I mean, once the schedule rolls around, it gets real special real quick.
Yeah, it is. This is, some stuff. This has been a long off season for Dora with the things with the new staff coming in. They've had a few little issues that's popped up, so it's time now to get this game played and let the kids. This has been probably going to be an emotional game to start with. Dora's, Coach Lockhart, that's been his MO, is keep the kids in check like that. So that's going to be a huge part of this game tonight.
Absolutely is, Tony. Of course, tonight Dora, they'll be triggered by number 10 tonight, quarterback Matthew Busby, a new kid back with the team, been with us before, a tall kid, and a couple of young men in the backfield we know a lot about. Number 22, Ike Jose, and then also
number 9, Marcel Davidson.
Number 9, or I believe he's number 6 this year,
Marcel right.
Davidson. Dora, after coming off a 5-6 campaign last year, the first thing you want to do is you want to get established right and come out of the gate good.
Yeah, last year, we've lost a lot of seniors the last 2 years too. So, like you said, we got a kid that's a senior playing quarterback, but we've got a lot of young kids. So getting them acclimated tonight and getting off to that good start and building 1-0, and then hopefully going 2-0 next week against Carbon Hill, and just be able to get ready to play in the area after that.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, getting ready to have invocation here at Hudson Kirby Field. We're going to step out for just a moment, take a break, come back tonight and get this thing started. Excitement in the air. Dora versus Cordova coming right at you after these messages. Thank you for joining us here on the Green Top Barbecue pregame show. We'll be right back after these messages.
Hello everyone, this is Jennifer Weathers, Demi-Post Coordinator here at Ken Glover Drug in Dora, and I want to personally invite you in for a one-of-a-kind shopping experience that's found nowhere else locally. Ken Glover Drug is your one-stop source for all your pharmacy and Demi-Post needs. Items include canes, crutches, wheelchairs, and seat lift chairs. Other items may include hospital beds, patient lifts, and home respiratory items such as oxygen, CPAP, BiPAP, and nebulizers. DME might also include supplies such as insulin pumps, CGM or continuous glucose monitoring supplies, diabetic testing supplies and shoes, as well as ostomy and catheter supplies. DME, HME, as it is often referred to, is a covered benefit with most all insurances, and Ken Glover Drug prides itself on being one of the only local providers that will file an insurance for the portable oxygen concentrator like the OxyGo pictured here. Be sure to visit us on the web, or also stop in soon and see our large selection of items and accessories and chat with one of our reps on how these items can benefit you.
Hi, this is Philip Walker, Family Ministries Pastor at Summerton Church of God. I want to invite all 6th through 12th graders out to worship with us weekly, Wednesday nights at 6:30 p.m. in our Family Life Center.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, as the teams get ready to take the field here for the 96th renewal of the series known as the Coal Bowl. Dora Bulldogs And the Cordova Blue Devils, the Bulldogs getting ready to make their way through the banner and onto the field here at Hudson Kirby. Should be an outstanding football game to open the 2019 campaign. Dora Bulldogs being their road white tonight with the gold helmets and the gold numerals. Cordova in their traditional red and blue. Tony, you played on this field
31 years ago last time.
Long time ago, but I tell you what, it's got to be something special. Just being in this stadium special.
Yeah, it is. This is just a tremendous place here at Hudson Kirby Field. We found out that it's KERBY now, but it's still, this is just one of the greatest places to play football, I believe, in the state. Just with the tradition and the fans that they have here.
Cordova will be receiving the opening kickoff. Dora will be kicking from your right to left. The sun is set behind the trees. It's a little more pleasant. It rained all day, but I tell you, it's humid. It's bad hot.
Yeah, it is. It's just been brutal humidity this afternoon.
Cordova Blue Devil Band, they'll be making their way off the field here momentarily, getting this thing ready to go. Fireworks going off in the north end zone as we're looking to our right. Cordova owns an all-time series lead in this series, Tony, 49. I believe it's 49-44, and there's been 2 or 3 ties in there. It's been a very close series over 95 years. And Tony, people, they talk about this all year long. Dora's had the upper hand here the last few years, and Cordova, Coach Jones come in trying to renew that program, and it ought to be something special tonight.
Yeah, it is. It should be. He's brought a lot of excitement in with the program this year, so it's going to be interesting to see what he does. He's got, like I said, just nearly 3 times the kids that he had last year.
And of course, Dora head football coach Bart Lockhart played quarterback at Cordova. That's right.
For about 16 years.
Yeah, he played a long time, number 14. I didn't think he'd ever graduate. And I tell you one thing, he could sling it back in the day too.
Just a great, heady football player, and that's one of the things I think he really brings to this program here.
A lot of excitement around Dora. Class 5A Region 7 this year. Made the playoffs last year as number 4 in the region, looking to improve the record. Cordova, of course, 4A this year, and they're in a pretty tough region themselves, too. They got Aliceville and Gordo and a few others down their way.
You say Aliceville and Gordo to start with.
Yeah.
You don't have to get much tougher than that.
All right, here we go. Brady Spradlin ready to put a toe into it. He does just that. He'll kick it deep, float it down to the goal line. It'll be brought out there to the 5 and the 10. Return to the left, got a hole on the outside. All the way forward near the 35-yard line.
Usually where that's thrown from, that would be some type of illegal block, so that's going to back them up inside the 15-yard line, I'm sure.
Yeah, Tony thrown right where the play was headed to, right at the 20-yard marker over on the far side.
Where he's standing, if it's half the distance there, should put it around the 11-yard line, I believe.
Going to be looking for a young man, number 14, Kason Smith. As the ball will be marched back, Tony, just as you said, right near the 11. Kason Smith, number 14, will come out at quarterback for Cordova. So the penalty negates a good return for the Blue Devils.
Tell you kids really look for tonight for the Bulldogs is number 3, Jaden McDavid at the linebacker position.
Quarterback keeps it, the left-hander rolls out, gets his pass off at the 20. Good yardage, steps outside of a tackle to the 25.
Looks like one of the Dora defenders may have had a chance in the backfield as Kason Smith was able to get away from him then and is able to pick up the yardage for a first down there.
So Smith good on his first pass of the night, 13 yards and the first down. We'll call some of these names along the Dora line here also tonight. Big Kalijah Bell out there, one to keep your eye on tonight also. Handoff this time. Linebackers come up. Yeah, big stick in there.
That's Marcel Davidson.
Yeah, Marcel, he laid the shoulder in there, Tony, but he laid it good.
Yes. I think the big lineman is number 60, Cedric Dixon. I think Elijah Bell plays a little bit more on the offensive side of the ball. They're trying to get a lot more reps on both sides with these linemen not really playing both ways this year.
And 2 yards on the carry that time. I believe that was number 4 on the carry for Cordova. We'll get his name. Man in motion. Quarterback back, pressure coming on him. Steps around the pressure. The left-hander looking for somewhere to run. He's going to be forward outside the 30, give him the 33.
Tackled by Cameron Wade that time. You don't really look to see a big lineman down the field like that making it stop. To bring up a 3rd down and 1 situation, it looks like.
So Smith goes for about 7 yards on the run right there. And Smith back in shotgun formation. Hand the ball on. No, he fakes it, keeps it himself right up the middle. He's got 1st down yardage all the way to the 42.
Really heady play there, just really the old Auburn Cam Newton play. Just fake it, and just a lead draw by the quarterback that time. Just an occupied man then.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Tony, he's a good-looking athlete so far. In just a few plays we've seen him, 9:40 to go in the opening frame here from Hudson Kirby. Smith stand back, put a man in motion, looks quick hitter to the outside. Good tackle coming up quickly for Dora.
Looked like number 1, D. Wilkerson on the stop from his cornerback position. Just a well played that time on a little swing pass.
Yeah, Tony, going to be a loss of a couple of yards on the play that time.
Something I think the coaches have watched film on, and it's one of the plays I think you'll see a lot of tonight, a lot of screens and swing passes like that. It's one of the go-to plays by Coach Jones.
Number 9 in the backfield now for Cordova, Justin Wallace. Quarterback keeps it again. He's handled the ball on every snap except 1 he's thrown it, or 2 he's thrown it on. He's gets about 5 that time.
Number 9, Ronald Waldrop on the stop that time for the Bulldogs.
Dora with a chance to get off the field here. 3rd down and about 7 for Cordova.
Big play here for this Dora Bulldogs now to be able to get off the field.
3 wide to the left for the Blue Devils, 1 man to the right. Smith standing on his 40-yard line, gets set. He's going to keep it himself again. Going to go forward into the arms of the Dora defenders. Good play that time.
You may want to keep your defense out there now. It may try and draw us offsides punt, but if you're going to run it on a 3rd down and 7 situation like that, it's possible you're going to go for this on 4th down here.
Yeah, play picked up about 2 yards that time. So 4th down and near 5 for the Blue Devils.
In warm-ups, it looked like 14 Smith was the punter also, so you have to be careful. Watch him now to make sure he gets this ball off.
Back deep for Dora. That's number 1. Is that Wilkerson back there?
That could be number 2. That's probably Jamal.
Maybe Jamal. We have to get a number. Fumble snap is blocked by Dora. It's rolling loose at the 15, at the 10. Going to be picked up, scoop and score, and fumbled, but fell on in the end zone.
Number 7, Brendan Davis.
Number 7, Brendan Davis. Touchdown, Dogs.
Great job by the Dora defense. Smith was not able to handle the snap that time. Just a great play by Brendan Davis to pick that ball up, take it into the end zone.
Well, a bat, Tony, like you said. And the thing about this, rained all day. The ball could be a little bit slippery.
Yes, it was. Looked like if you see the field, it's tearing up in spots also. Looked like he may have looked up just a second before he was able to bring it in.
Dora got to run a man in late. All-State kicker number 99, Brady Spradlin, in to attempt the extra point for Dora. Bubba Henderson hollering for another player. Now I think we got everybody now.
I think
snap and the placement's good. The kick is blocked by Cordova, and it will be no good. Timeout on the field. Dora Bulldogs 6, Cordova Blue Devils nothing. We'll be right back with you.
The Omelet Shop in Summerton offers diners the most delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinners, serving up your favorite breakfast meals from our famous omelets to our delicious pancakes. We offer daily lunch specials with half-price meals Monday through Wednesday. Whether you're dining in or carrying out, Christy Hollis and her friendly staff will make sure to satisfy your hunger. The Omelet Shop is located across from Walmart in Summerton and open 7 days a week to serve you.
Come eat at the Omelet Shop!
Come by and see Paula Birmingham at Revival Salon located on Highway 78 in Dora. They have 5 highly trained professionals on staff, specializing in all the latest hair cutting techniques and styles. They do coloring, extensions, and color correcting. Revival Salon also specializes in hair and makeup for pageants, weddings, and proms. If you're in need of a new look, visit Revival Salon located on Highway 78 in Dora.
And back in, ladies and gentlemen, 7:16 to go in the opening quarter. Brennan Davis blocks the Cordova punt, returns it 20 yards for the touchdown to stake Dora to an early 6-0 lead. Spradlin again will put a foot into it. High, deep kick on the float down to about the 5. Going to be returned to the left side again. And Cordova, they like running that left side. I tell you what, Tony, I know you've done it, but I hate to run out of bounds at this field.
Yeah, there's not much room. You better hope to run out of bounds on your own sideline where you'll get just a little bit favorable of a catch, because on the other side, they may let you go into the fence. The only one worse is Fayette, and I think they got the brick wall still up.
So Cordova will be in for their second possession. Now they're going to start right about the 30-yard line. So far, their quarterback, Mr. Cason Smith, has done everything. Got 11 yards on the ground, or excuse me, 23 yards on the ground, 11 through the air, and he's fumbled a punt snap. Bring a man in motion, going to run the jet sweep this time around the end. Here comes the Dora defense up. All good coverage right there, Tony.
Yeah, great job. Looked like Jamal Harris may have came up first and really was able to contain him and turn him back to the inside for the support. Sport went for the big hit on him, wasn't able to bring him down, but still the speed of that Dora defense coming up that time. Looked like number 15, Stanley Staten, one of the defenders coming up.
I think that was number 12, Adam O'Rear, that time with a carry for Cordova. The play going to officially gain 1 yard. Man in motion again. Quarterback going to keep it, rolls out. Dora defense after him, gets his pass off and dropped. Good attempt out there at the 46-yard line.
The receiver that time, number 15, Jordan Perrin, looks like tight end there, was open just a little bit. He led him to a good spot, but still one of the Dora defenders is in the area. Just got just a little bit better of a break on that ball. We'd have had another turnover here.
One thing you saw, Tony, that time, the defenders didn't run past quarterback Smith. They kept him in front of him and contained him.
Yeah, like you said a while ago, too, I think the footing is a little bit of a problem, too. The defense not knowing where the offensive guy is at.
Same man in motion again. Might have used too much time.
Yeah, that's one of the changes this year, the 40-second clock now. The minute the ball's dead, you've got 40 seconds now instead of 25 seconds after you spot it now.
And we actually got a false start against Cordova. Second penalty of the night for 15 yards, and that'll make it a third down and about 14.
Looks like Dora has substituted big number 76, Bubba Henderson, in on the defensive line, along with 55, Graves. And I tell you, those two right there, just and Jacob Graves in the scrimmage of the night, just really really doing a lot of damage on that front.
I'd see what Smith comes up with here on 3rd and long. Going to take a ball, drop straight back, setting up a screen pass out there. Well played by the Dora defense, and the slippery field helped a little bit too, Tony. But
I think that was number 7, Brendan Davis, again on the stop. Had it really fought off a blocker that time and was able to make the tackle. But the looked like the offensive player may have lost his footing, but it was able, if he'd been able to gain it and kept it, he had a little bit of running room then.
Well, Cordova, Tony, that time they had some blockers there in front of the receiver. They just didn't block for it.
No.
So Cordova again be looking at a punting situation. Another fumbled punt snap.
Let it go.
Let it go, Dora. Let it go. Now you're going to pick it up. Going to try to get something out of it.
That's like we was talking about the sideline that time. Looked like Jamal may have slipped just a little bit. You see his cleat mark.
And I think we're fixing to probably have a heat timeout on the field here just in a second. And we'll take it and be right back with you just in a moment.
If your car or truck is in need of repair, then you need to come by Summiton Auto Care. Owner Wayne Greathouse and all of his technicians are ASE certified, so you know your repair will be done right. What sets them apart from other shops? They are a TechNet member, offering a 24-month, 24,000-mile roadside assistance on major repairs. They install engines, transmissions, they do heating and air work, or any other work your automobile may need at the best price. So go by and see them today at Summiton Auto Care or give them a call at 648-3003. The Edwards Agency has been in business for over 40 years, serving our customers in Jefferson and Walker County. At the Edwards Agency, we put personal touch in personal insurance. We have a dedicated staff of licensed agents that will help you in finding the best coverage available at a competitive rate. Allow our agents to help navigate you through all the coverage limitations and exclusions so you can make an informed decision on the best coverage and best protection for your insurance needs. The Edwards Agency, with 2 locations to serve you in Summiton and in Jasper.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen. Hudson Kirby Field, Dora with their first offensive possession of the night. Number 10, Matthew Busby, stands in shotgun formation, got trips to the right. Going to sling a pass out there, and he's going to throw it over the head of everybody. Just a little bit of juice flowing right there on your first pass, Matthew.
Yeah, still, it's probably not a bad one to throw because the only one from Cordova that caught that was 2 yards off the sideline that time. Really not for sure. The ball didn't come off. It didn't look like it really spiraled there, just like what he wanted it to do, like it may have slipped.
Number 22, Ike Jose in the backfield along with Busby. Cordova loading the box up, looking for the run, and they get it on second down out across the 40 near the 45.
Big hole opened up with that left side of that offensive line that time for Ike to run through. You're going to have a great 1-2 punch this year with Ike and Marcel back there at that running back position.
And Jose goes for 7 on second down, bring up 3rd down and 3 now. Nose of the football sitting right on the 44-yard line. Busby takes a handoff, give it to Jose, looking for room on the outside. Cordova defense going to come up and corral him, though, throw him for a loss.
Got a flag, too.
Got a flag, yeah, we'll see what that's about.
That was in the area where holding would be also, but you got to figure they would take the play then.
And it is going to be holding against Dora. The officials asking Cordova if they want to decline, and I'm sure they will. And they do. We'll bring up 4th down for the Bulldogs, and we'll see Brady Spradlin in the punt.
That's where the rules go back to the 25-second clock here. So you've got 25 after coming out of a penalty or a play like that.
So the high pass on 1st down, Tony, just kind of set the
tone for that series.
Set the tone for that series, yeah. And they just can't hardly waste it down if you're Dora. Good snap from center. Spradlin puts a end over end kick out there. It's going to hit. Going to take a bit of a Dora roll and going to settle right at the 30-yard line where the Blue Devils will have it 1st and 10 from that point. And ladies and gentlemen, let me talk about some of our great sponsors as we always do every year. We mentioned our good friend Tony Hedrick here with me, Green Top Barbecue at our pregame show. Been with us all these years. Your buddy Ken Glover Drugs down in Dora. Down there right beside right beside Subway. I was going to try to think of where he was at, down along by side Subway. Been with us a long time. Also our good friends, Pastor Victor Massey and the folks over at the Summiton Church of God. And we'll give you some more sponsors as we go on. 4:08 to go. Cordova 1st and 10. Number 16 was that the number 16 on the carry that time for Cordova.
That's Jackson Gable, a 10th grader there. I think you see him some at the quarterback position like that. I think he's a 10th grader, good-looking athlete back there.
Picks up 2 yards on his initial carry of the evening. Gable's going to have 3-by-1 set. Going to have one back in the backfield. He's going to keep it himself, run it up the middle, and that play's worked so far. He ain't as big as Cam Newton, but he run like him.
Yeah, really just Dora's just giving too much space in the middle like that. They're really going no backs. So they're really just they're having their ways. I think they've got a few creases and blocks that they're getting on the Dora defensive line and able to get into the second level. These linebackers are going to have to walk up a little bit on that play.
Gable goes forward, Tony, for 9 yards, gives Cordova their 3rd first down of the night. Big number 50 in the middle of that defensive line. I believe that's Christian Wade, ain't it?
Yes, Christian Wade.
He's a little bitty boy, too. Same play.
Yep.
Uh-oh. Well, I just called his name, and he just had Mr. Gable for dinner.
Yeah, if you run into him, you're not getting away.
That's a lot of youngster right there. He's about a biscuit shy of being a Big Mac, I think, or a Mac truck.
So Dora needed to get them off schedule and behind the chains here on 2nd down, put them in situations where they've got to throw the football.
All right, here we go. Gable back in shotgun now. Put a man in motion. Ball on the ground. Going to be dove back. I believe Dora's on it. See who comes off the bottom of it. I've seen one of the Bulldogs dive right at it.
Looks like number 60 that time, Cedric Dixon.
That's Dixon. Yeah, that's another small young man out there.
It honestly, I thought it was Brennan Davis again that fell on it, but I think that Cedric Dixon may have won the wrestling match underneath the pile that time. I think you will see Dora now get behind and ride Mr. 22 right here.
Dora begins on the plus side of the field at the 39-yard line. Gonna hand the ball off. Oh, nice run in the gap over there. Steps outside. Still looking forward with it.
Good job. Just to the short side of the field. Looked like just a little trap back to the weak side like that, and had numbers against the Cordova defense.
And Tony, I was trying to see that was
22 Dixon again.
22
Jose
was ball. Okay, that was Jose. He runs it forward for 13 yards, and Dora's first down of the ball game. Nowhere to go that time on from the right side. Cordova defense comes up quickly to mess that one up.
It looks like number 16, Gable, may have been the one that had penetration that time, or number 10, Jacob Kaiser, maybe. I can't see their numbers either from up here.
And these numbers on these Dora jerseys are no better than what last year. You just can't see them out there.
I said I was going to give me a navy blue Sharpie over the offseason.
Loss of 1 on the play. 2nd down and 11 now for the Bulldogs. Busby takes the snap, steps back, gets his pass off, in and out of the hands of his receiver at the 22. Looking for Jamal Harris.
That time was able to get a little bit on that pass, didn't rush it as much, was able to step into it, and just a little bit high that time for Jamal.
So it'll be 3rd down and long now for Dora late in the first quarter of play, 1:24 to go. Dora 6, Cordova nothing.
This would get you to the distance of where I seen Brady Spradlin kicked one from the 40 during warm-up. So you look like you may be in his range here. You don't want to lose any more yardage, though.
Man in motion across the formation. Trying to get the ball out there quickly. That's Harris with it, but don't go far. Going to get it down to the 25-yard line, a gain of about 3, maybe 4 yards.
Great job by number 10, Kaiser, again, to come out from the defensive line or outside linebacker position, to come out in coverage that time to make the stop on Jamal.
I actually didn't gain that much. Might have gained just about a yard.
Lost a yard, I think.
Yeah, very close. Brady Spradlin in. This is going to be a 43-yard field goal attempt. Snap into placement, good. Spradlin's kick is up, but it's going to be.
They got a flag. They got roughed the kicker.
They might have roughed the kicker. If it did, that'll be a first down.
It looked like number 10, Kaiser, may have came through.
Personal foul. Roughing the kicker. That'll be a Dora first down by way of the penalty.
Looks like Kaiser is a 9th grader that time, just made a young mistake. He dove at where the kicker was at. If you're going to block that kick, you've got to dive in front of where that ball's going to go.
So the Cordova penalty will extend the drive, and we'll give Dora a first down about the 13-yard line, I believe.
I think you are correct.
Second first down of the night, this one by way of the penalty. 38 seconds to go in the opening quarter. The clock moving here from Hudson Kirby. Full house, as it always is for this rivalry. Matthew Busby gets the ball off to Ike. He's going to run forward inside the 25 to the 23 maybe. Or check it inside the 15 to about 13, I meant.
Really not getting much of a push from that offensive line now. Anything like that. They had the one play a while ago that he gained to the weak side, but still just see number 50, Christian Wade, checking in, and that may change a little bit of that.
They're going to actually give him just back to the line of scrimmage, and that's the end of the first quarter of play here from Hudson Kirby Field. After one, Dora Bulldogs 6, Cordova Blue Devils nothing. We'll be right back with you here after these messages.
Ken Glover Drug is your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Our friendly professional staff will be glad to answer your questions and to help you with your medications. We offer a full line of medical equipment and diabetic supplies. We accept most insurance plans, and for faster refills, you can visit us online. For pharmacy, medical equipment, gifts, and more, visit Ken Glover Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Dora Cafe is under new ownership, so come by and taste the difference. Jeffrey and Brooke Kelly have made several menu changes that will keep you coming back for more, offering lunch and dinner specials daily. Try one of their big flavor burgers or one of their specialty hot dogs. And with a dozen different sauces to choose from, you've got to try the wings. And you can't go wrong with the Philly cheesesteak or the all-new barbecue sandwich. For lunch or dinner, come in and taste the difference at Dora Cafe.
And back in to begin the second quarter here from Hudson Kirby Field. Dora with a second down and 10. Ball sitting just about the 14-yard line.
Illegal substitution.
Had an illegal substitution. No, it's got to be against Cordova.
Hey, Dora was pretty well set on there. Looks like Jamal Harris may be in at the quarterback position. Going to run a Wildcat. Looks like with him and Marcel and IQ back there.
And now Cordova's going to call a timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, let me mention a couple of other of our great sponsors here. My good friends Paula Moore and all the girls up at Revival Salon. Up there and got my hair cut the other day, Tony. I know it. People don't believe that about us. We do actually have to get haircuts sometime.
It don't take long, but we get it cut.
Yeah, my daughter actually cut it. I had to pay her a finder's fee. That was the only problem with it. Our good buddy Christy down at the omelet shop there on Highway 78 in Summerton. If you want to go down after the game, they'll be open. Go down for breakfast, dinner, whatever you want, omelet shop. Also, Summerton Auto Care. Want to mention our good friends over there. For your car care needs and everything, no better folks to deal with than Summerton Auto Care. I want to mention Aaron and Chris Edwards and all the good folks at Brenda and Edwards Insurance Agency on Main Street in Summerton. Been with us a lot of years also, longtime friends, and we'll mention some more of our good sponsors, including the new owners of Dora Cafe coming up here just in a little while. And Tony, I don't see where they marked off anything, so they must have called a timeout to save the penalty maybe. I don't know.
Not for sure about that.
All right, here's the snap. Give the ball off. Oh, good step inside by Marcel. Running downhill. He's going to be body slammed down about the 4. That's going to be about first down yardage, though.
So Dora did a better job. They've just really brought in all the meat then and just got, and basically with 2 tight ends and 2 big guys in there also, just really just run it straight at them then with the lead blockers. Just more than, they had more men than
Cordova
could get in there.
You can always tell when Marcel's running. Tony looks like a truck rolling downhill. 9 yards on the gain that time. Jamal going to hand it off to him again. He's going to run it right at the line, and he might have got back to the line of scrimmage. I don't think he got the first down.
No. Well, they have lost a yard according to the spot. I think this is gut check time here.
Absolutely.
And I do believe this is the time where Jamal may fake this one and keep it.
Keep it itself, yeah. All right, here we go. High key on the right.
They jump.
And I believe Dora's going to get one. Tony, like you just said, might get a free one right there. And they do. That'll be.
Take them any way we can get them.
That'll be the old 2.5-yard penalty. Cordova now 4 penalties on the night. That'll make it officially 33 yards. Dora will have their third first down. This drive started on the plus side of the field at the 39-yard line after the fumble recovery. Dora trying to cash it in here and extend their lead. High snap. Don't give it off to Marcel. He's going to fight for it. He dives in the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great job by Marcel that time. Looked like just a little bit of a stutter step and gave time for the Cordova offensive line. I mean, the defensive line from Cordova. The offense just really took over, was able to open the hole. And that's one of those plays where you're glad you don't have instant replay, because it looked like his knee may have been down before he crossed the goal line. But in high school, we do not have instant replay here at Cordova tonight.
And Dora going to go for 2, try to make up the missed extra point from earlier. High snap this time. Jamal going to keep it around the right at the 10. Cuts inside. He'll walk in the end zone. That'll make the score Dora 14 and Cordova nothing.
Great call that time by Coach Lockhart.
And with that, timeout on the field. We'll be right back to you after these messages. Dora 14, Cordova nothing.
Football season is here, and it's time to get in the game, and Piggly Wiggly has everything you need to stock up on. We have weekly specials with super low prices on USDA select meats, dairy products, the freshest produce, and a whole lot more. Save big on all the top name brands, or try our own store brand with national brand quality and Piggly Wiggly value. Don't drop the ball this fall. Save big. Shop the pig.
A to Z Refinish Paint and Body in Jasper have certified technicians with over 20 years experience. They specialize in all types of collision repair, replacement, and refinishing. They can handle all collisions from minor repair to major repair and accept all types of insurance. A to Z uses DuPont Refinish technology with expert color matching. A to Z has an expert team that take great pride in their work. For a free estimate, give them a call today. A to Z Refinish Paint and Body in Jasper.
And here we go. Directional kick this time for Dora. Going to be called on a knee. A fair catch by Cordova at the 34-yard line. Had a new kicker in, Tony. Is that
number 13, I believe, for Dora?
Number 13 for Dora. If that's so, that's going to be Miles Corley.
I'm not for sure if that was the exact number. Maybe. But it looked like on the punt Brady had a while ago, it looked like he may have slipped a little bit when he kicked it, so I hope we didn't pull a hamstring or anything like that. I don't see him. I see him down here on the sideline now.
Well, Cordova's first 3 possessions tonight, Tony, went like this. Block, punt, punt on their second possession. A block, punt, then a punt and fumble. And that goes for about 2 yards there. Number 12 on the carry again for the Blue
Number 15
Devils.
on the pass reception that time.
15, that's right.
Looked like number 6. Marcel was there again on the tackle then.
I'd see what Cordova comes up with. 2nd down and 6. Look at left-handers looking to pass it over the middle. He gets his pass off. Is it intercepted? It is intercepted by the Bulldogs.
Great job, number 15 that time, I believe, on the interception. Stanley Staten for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, he's a little bit excited, Tony.
Yes, sir.
Before Cordova, Tony, 3rd turnover of this ball game.
Dora here really could put a dagger in them with a touchdown.
On the plus side of the field again, this time at the 46-yard line. Matthew Busby standing back in shotgun. He'll be standing just outside the midfield stripe.
You know, I think this might be a time you get Matthew a carry in the ball game. Just let him take a little bit of a lick.
Gonna give it that time. Looks like Ikey breaks it outside. Head right about to the 40-yard line, a gain of about 6.
You know, just coming in with the different formations a while ago with a different quarterback may have gotten, you know, this Cordova defensive line guessing a little bit. Had a lot better of a lane that time for him to run through.
A gain of 6 on the play that time. Second down now, and should be second down in about, it's more
about 5.5.
Yeah, about 5.
I thought they marked him on the line, but they moved it back.
They did move it back. Haven't talked about number 1 Wilkerson out there at the wideout yet. Might look for that young man. Pass over the middle. Busby's got his man. In stride. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Great throw and catch to Jamal Harris that time for the touchdown for the Bulldogs. Nice throw.
41-yard bullet that time, Tony.
I tell you what, I think we've got a quarterback this year. I tell you, no disrespect to Tyler Goodwin or anyone else that played quarterback last year for Dora, but just a great throw by Matthew Busby there.
I'll tell you one thing, Tony, he got an arm about him.
Yes. It's like Dora is going to go for 2 again.
I'm beginning to wonder if you ain't right about Brady. He might have tweaked something.
Yeah, it looked like you can still see the mark where he slipped on about the 30, 35-yard line, I believe. When he kicked that ball, I saw it, and it just looked like he was just a little bit off after that.
So Dora extends their lead now to 20-0. Going to be going for 2. We'll try to see if we can see Harold Spradlin, Brady's dad, and get a word on him about something maybe.
Dora may have to take a timeout, or we got a penalty for delay.
Delay of game against the Bulldogs. That'll be their first penalty.
Looks like we're still keeping Jamal out there at the quarterback position here. Got another penalty here.
My goodness.
If this was against Cordova, this is going to give you, we won't get the many yards back as we lost a while ago.
Nope.
Looks like Dora may take a timeout here also.
I don't have a clue what was going on with that, Tony.
I don't know if it was some type of wardrobe malfunction or something to that effect. They took the flag for. They made Jamal come out. So, it's interesting to see what you do coming back in now.
8:44 to go before halftime. Ladies and gentlemen, let me again talk about some more of our great sponsors here. Let me find my paper that I've all of a sudden lost for some reason. Here we go. I wanted to mention Dora Cafe. Got some new owners down there now. Jeff Kelly and his wife down there owns the Dora Cafe now and does such a good job. I want to mention his wife's name if I can find it, Brooke. Jeff and Brooke Kelly got the Dora Cafe. You want to go by and see them? They're there in the Dora Shopping Center down behind Synovus Bank. Also our good buddy Eddie Tucker and all the folks at Westwood Appliance down in Forestdale. We've been talking about them for a lot of years. Been doing such a good job for a long, long time. All right, Dora back in now. Looks like they're ready. Going to set up and go for 2. They've got Busby in there at quarterback now. He'll take the snap, stand back, pressure coming on him. He's going to go down under pressure, and the 2-point conversion will be no good. Timeout on the field, Dora 20 and Cordova nothing. We'll be right back.
At Westwood Appliance, we buy, sell, and service most major brands like Whirlpool, Kenmore, Maytag, Samsung, and GE. We carry a complete line of refrigerators, washers, dryers, stoves, and freezers, and we guarantee what we sell.
Use your head, train with Ed.
If you haven't been to Lee's Family Restaurant and Dinner Theater lately, you don't know what you're missing. At Lee's you'll find the best food around, including vegetable plates that you can't get anywhere else in our area. You can call 648-9217 and hear our menu daily with a choice of all your favorite meats and vegetables. If you would like entertainment with your meal, then look at our dinner theater schedule featuring gospel music by groups like the Perrys, the Tallies, and the Kingsmen. Great food and great music is what you'll find at Lee's Family Restaurant and Dinner Theater, Highway 78 in Dora.
And back in, ladies and gentlemen, Dora has now taken advantage of the second Cordova turnover. Tony started those last two possessions on the plus side of the field and cashed them both in. Cordova on the night, 2 fumbles and an interception. They'll take the ball over down on their 39-yard line for their 5th possession of the ball game.
That's Braden Williamson kicking, number 18. I was able to see enough of him when he's coming off the sidelines.
I tell you what, I think you got an idea about spray painting them numbers where we can see them.
I think take a navy blue Sharpie around to him.
Now, Bubba, you can kind of find him.
Well,
he's easy to find. Let's see, had a ball on the ground again. Let's see who got it. Dora and Cordova fought on it. They both fell at the same time. Yeah, Kaysen got back on it. Going to be a loss of about 3 yards. Smith going to keep it this time, turn it up the middle. He's been real successful doing that. He runs it right into the 40-yard line and gets stood up right there, but he's going to get his lost yardage back +1. Plus about 3, actually going to bring up 3rd down and 7 now.
That looked like McDavid that time on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, there are a lot of people in Hudson Kirby Field tonight. And all around the stadium, standing up and down the walkway, going up the hill. The end zone bleachers are full, like it always is in this great rivalry. 7:10 to go in before halftime. 3rd down and 7 now. Smith going to step back. The left-hander got a little pressure. Runs out to his left, gets his pass off, got his receiver, and just overthrew him. Had him open there for a second.
I must brag on the defensive end that time on the backside. Did a great job. I think Casey Smith may have heard footsteps coming from number 44.
I believe number, yeah, I'll say that number 44, that'd scare anybody off the field.
Said it reminded him a lot of Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah, but real close, yeah. I can't remember what's kid's last name, but somebody in his family runs a barbecue joint or something.
I think it might be Hendrick there.
And Smith back in punt formation. He hadn't got a good pass from center yet, and no. Cordova looks like he's going to use another timeout, and they are. It's going to be their second one they've used. Now, Tony, Dora has been the beneficiary of Cordova with some sloppy play in the ball game so far. They've cashed in 3 turnovers for all of their scores. Dora quarterback, get him established a little bit now. Beautiful pass to Jamal Harris a while ago, trying to, I don't know how much you can get your running game established out on this field down there. It's got to be pretty wet still, because it rained all day.
Still, that just a, with these new rules, with this 40-second clock, and really where the placement of the ball is, it's really hard to run the ball, in and out like that. So on a wet field tonight, that's going to affect it some on that. So that's still just a great job by Dora, just to, to be able to get the ball. Just a nice pass while ago on that touchdown.
Absolutely was. Number 2, Jamal Harris, he's going to drop back and stand around his 20-yard line. Another bad snap, and it's going to be kicked almost directly out of bounds. Not even going to go for a first down on the punt, Tony.
Yeah, and this side of the 50 on the 49 again.
Goes out of bounds on the plus side of the field once again. Dora's going to start in Blue Devil territory at the 49.
Still another great job by the Dora defense that time. They're really just giving up just a little bend and break like that.
Should have a heat timeout coming up here just any second now. Probably run a couple plays. All right, see if Dora decides to put it or run it again, or if they're going to let Busby set it in the air one more time.
Going with a 2-back set again.
Give it off to Ike. He's going to run hard up to the 40, inside the 45, maybe the 44-yard line. Give him about 5 on that carry.
Very disciplined that time by Ike. Just hit the hole and was able to hold on to the football and just maybe turn, just get another extra yard that time. Just not trying to be greedy, not been able to bust it to the outside for the bigger yardage, but still just on tonight, just get 4 and 5 yards on first down and get yourself in the momentum going. And if Spradlin is hurt, that hurts your punting right here also.
Give it off this time to Marcel, and they're going to wrap him up way back in the backfield. He's going to be thrown for a loss of near 10 yards.
And there's a Harold Spradlin sighting down here now under the tent. So I see Brady now with his shoulder pads off.
So Dora going to get thrown behind the chains. A loss of 10 on the carry that time by Marcel.
This 3rd and long situation here, you'd like to be able to pick up some yardage here just before you get into this punt.
See if they let Busby throw it on 3rd down. Got twins to the left this time. Going to look to the sideline. Coach Bart Lockhart sends his play in.
They have 8 men stacked in the box.
Busby drops straight back, looking right, going to step up. He can run it, but not going to run it far that time. Going to get the yard out of it and then bring up punting situation for Dora.
Still a situation for your Dora. That way they've got 8 men on the line. And you've got one-on-one coverage back there. That pass went a while ago that you've got to take advantage of that.
And we have a heat timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. Be back after these messages.
Leo and Susie's famous Green Top Barbecue has been serving up the South's best barbecue for more than 50 years. Made famous for their hickory smoked barbecue sandwiches and big tasty cheeseburgers, Green Top is sure to satisfy your hunger. Enjoy your meal while watching a game or call in for carryout. They also provide catering for any size party or occasion. For fast, friendly service and good old-fashioned barbecue, Green Top is simply the best.
And back in, ladies and gentlemen, Dora, 4th down and 14. Ball resting at their own 47-yard line after the loss on 2nd down. Get a good snap from center.
The punt.
Good high floating punt. Going to be taken on the run by Cordova, and good coverage by the Dora coverage team at the 28.
Sorry, folks, cannot make out the number. I think it might be number 15, Stanley Staten again on the stop. Still a great job after having the interception a while ago.
So Cordova have 4:59 on the halftime clock and have nothing to show for their possession so far in the ball game. Their best weapon has by far been their quarterback, Cason Smith. The young man's got 20 yards passing through the air, and he's run for 29.
Look out, you have 16 and 14 in the backfield now.
Yeah, number 16. Yeah, Gable back in there, going to bring a man in motion. Again, hand it off to Gable. He's going to get around the right side. Good run. Going to pick up about 6 on the carry, maybe 7.
Watch out there. You may get some type of halfback pass from him also.
Gable picks up 6 on the carry. Young man's got 17 yards in the ball game on the ground. Give it to him one more time. Looking for that same route around the right end. He's got 1st down yardage outside the 40 to the 42.
Still just able to be able to turn the quarter against the Dora defense now. Just able to get some yardage now and just picking up a 1st down on 2 straight plays.
I bet you one thing. I bet these white uniforms for Dora are going to need some OxyClean when this thing's over. Great Scott. Same play for the 3rd time in a row. Well, it's worked 3 times in a row now.
They will gain about 3 or 4 yards on 1st down and then.
Not doing anything special, Tony, just running the ball off the right side, but sooner or later you got to bow up and stop it.
Yeah, it looks like they're getting a pretty good push against the Dora front. Looks like Dora just really playing with the 6 men there. And they've just getting hat on hat and just winning a little bit of a battle there.
3:15 to go in the first half. Dora 20, Cordova nothing. Fake the handoff this time, quarterback keeper, and oh, he gets stuck in the middle of the line that time. Good gracious.
It was like number 9 that time for the Bulldogs, Ronald Waldrop.
Ronald Waldrop.
Great play
that time. Is that 7:47 coming in the ball game?
I think you need an extra number there.
He does need 3 numbers.
I think that would be Nathan Chance.
Nathan Chance, yeah. They got him listed at 380. And I think they might be fibbing just a little bit. Nathan is a gap filler. Jason Smith back, swing pass to the outside. And the Dora defense come. Well, goodness gracious, can they get the man down on the ground?
They still haven't got him on the ground.
Well, I tell you what, that's effort right there.
Yes, it is. It's going to bring up a 4th down. You've got to think that with 2:16, the luck that Cordova's had punting the football tonight, that this may be the territory where they go for it again.
All of that for 2 yards out of Gable. But my goodness, that young man is tough as a Waffle House steak, Tony. I would say an omelet shop steak, but Christy, get on my head if I said that.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
All right, 4th down. Cordova probably going to use their last timeout. And they do. I want to mention our balance of our sponsors here in the first half while we got just a moment, ladies and gentlemen. I want to mention Doug Ragsdale and all the fine folks. Lee and Billy Ray and all Adam and all the good folks at Lee's Family Restaurant in Summerton. They're on Highway 78 just as you start out of Summerton on the left. I also want to mention our good friends, the Bozeman's down at Piggly Wiggly and Dora. They've also got a location in Cordova and just fixing to open a location in Hackleburg, taking over a place up there. And also got the location on Main Street in Summerton. Bozeman's 10% plus 10% discount grocery. And our longtime friend sitting here beside me, man, Tony, we've been doing this a long time, buddy. Tell the good folks about Green Top Barbecue.
Green Top Barbecue, 2 locations to serve. Dora location, our original one, and our Jasper location. Dora's phone number 648-9838, Jasper 221-2244. Call us for any of your barbecue needs, and you really got to come try the wings.
Got to try the wings. All right, 4th down and 2 down for Cordova. No reason you don't go for it right here. See what Dora does on defense. You got to figure the quarterback could keep it. I can't know any reason why he wouldn't run it right up the middle. And he does. He hands it off, and they do get a 1st down. That's number 16, Gable, with it.
Yeah, just line up and just run right at you that time. Just you're not able to stop them. You're able to pick up the 1st down.
And folks, want to mention our buddy Chris Phillips has reopened the Little Giant Farm Market there on Hull Road also. And Chris wanted to let everyone know that the Little Giant Market in Summerton is serving you again with their the same ownership and their great deals that they've always had. So go by and see Little Giants. Trying to set up a screen pass that time. Got it back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Keeps the clock rolling at 1:05 to go in half.
Yeah, I don't see, if you're Dora, you want to keep them in front of you here. Really just don't think that they can, with less than a minute to go, unless they have we have some type of breakdown on defense that they're going to score.
Rolls under a minute. They have not thrown the ball down the field but one time, Tony, and it was over on this side, overshot the receiver. Now Smith rolls back, left-hander deep. He's quick to tuck it down and run it. But he's run it well in the ball game. He's going to be forward that time for a gain of about 4 yards, looks like.
Yeah, it looked like the end on that side may have gave up containment then, came down the line flat and just gave room for Smith to run, to turn it to the outside.
Smith with 33 yards on the ground tonight. Gable with 29.
Wallace in the backfield. Watch for another swing pass to him.
Smith back. Is he going to load up this time? He does. He loads it up and throws it deep. And almost intercepted down there by, I believe it was D. Wilkerson.
The only one's number that we can read is D. Wilkerson's green gloves.
That's all I know, green gloves, that's right.
And Jamal's got purple ones. Got 8 seconds left, probably time for one more play here on 4th down.
Yeah, probably throw it deep, Tony, one more time. See if Cordova can dent the scoreboard here before halftime.
Yeah, if you're the Dora defensive line, you want to pin your ears back here and go after him.
But you got 2 weapons back there deep in that backfield on defense for Dora, D. Wilkerson and Jamal Harris. And I tell you, them 2 kids, they ain't fast, they sudden.
Dora's going to call a timeout and talk it over on what they want to do here in this last 8 seconds.
That'll be the last timeout. Well, Tony, next week, open the home stand for 2019. Our good buddy, head coach Chavis Williams coming in.
Yeah, Chavis Williams taking over as the head coach at Carbon Hill. Just really, he's done a tremendous job as the defense coach for them for the past few years. Just really love him to death up there. He's taken over a program, had a big win against us last year. Just saw him after the ball game. He was all smiles. And thoughts and prayers with Chavis this week. He's had a rough week, lost his brother on Wednesday of this week, and I think they're going to have the funeral on the Saturday after that ball game.
My goodness.
I know he's going to have a heavy heart all week.
I think about Chavis Williams. I always think back to that night. It was ice cold at North Jackson High School. That night Chavis played his tail off. One great ball game that night up there.
I tell you, the one I think of is even before that, when he was a 9th grader and Eric Woods was the running back, and he gives up his pants. Just an unselfish move that night when we didn't have the pants and just didn't dress out. That just shows what type of person he really is like that. Just still heck of a football player and heck of a person and heck of a coach.
Yes, he is, Tony. He's just as good a person he is a coach. You're absolutely right. All right, here we go. Cordova with one more play. 8 seconds to go in the half. Quarterback Cason Smith to be standing back outside his 45, about his 47. Going to drop back. A little pressure coming on him. He's going to load the left arm up, just throw it over the middle. And over as his receiver. It'll go incomplete, and that will bring us to a close. As the first half ends, Dora 20 and Cordova 7, or Cordova 0. We'll be right back with you after a word from our sponsor. Stay with us, everybody.
Ken Glover Drug is your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Our friendly professional staff will be glad to answer your questions and to help you with your medications. We offer a full line of medical equipment and diabetic supplies. We accept most insurance plans, and for faster refills, you can visit us online. For pharmacy, medical equipment, gifts, and more, visit Ken Glover Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
This show is entitled A Place Called Home. It features music by Skylar Gray, Alabama, My Friend Keith Urban, Leonard Skinner, and of course, Little Big Town. We hope you enjoy the pride of Walker County and go Bulldogs!
everyone, this is Jennifer Weathers, Demi-Post Coordinator here at Ken Glover Drug in Dora, and I want to personally invite you in for a one-of-a-kind shopping experience that's found nowhere else locally. Ken Glover Drug is your one-stop source for all your pharmacy and Demi-Post needs. Items include canes, crutches, wheelchairs, and seat lift chairs. Other items may include hospital beds, patient lifts, and home respiratory items such as oxygen, CPAP, BiPAP, and nebulizers. DME might also include supplies such as insulin pumps, CGM or continuous glucose monitoring supplies, diabetic testing supplies and shoes, as well as ostomy and catheter supplies. DME, HME, as it is often referred to, is a covered benefit with most all insurances, and Ken Glover Drug prides itself on being one of the only local providers that will file an insurance for the portable oxygen concentrator like the OxyGO pictured here. Be sure to visit us on the web or also stop in soon and see our large selection of items and accessories and chat with one of our reps on how these items can benefit you.
Hi, this is Philip Walker, Family Ministries Pastor at Summerton Church of God. Want to invite all 6th through 12th graders out to worship with us weekly, Wednesday nights at 6:30 p.m. in our Family Life Center.
And welcome back in, ladies and gentlemen, to Ken Glover Drugs halftime show. Some halftime numbers for you first. For the homestanding Cordova Blue Devils, ended up the first half 5 first downs, carried the ball 15 times for a total of 64 yards. 6 out of 10 passing for quarterback Casey Smith for 22 yards, 86 yards. But the big bugaboo for Cordova in the first half, 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and an interception. That led to all of Dora's 20 points. For the Bulldogs, 3 first downs, carried the ball 10 times for 41 yards, 2 out of 4 passing for quarterback Matthew Busby, and one of them was a laser dart to Jamal Harris. 83 total yards and only 1 penalty for 5 yards. And Tony, we get the football to start the second half.
Yeah, we better watch out here for an onside kick. They've got 2 men on one side and the rest over here. And when you take the ball the first half, you might have something up your sleeve here to start the second half of the game. I'll say too.
Let's see, is that number 55 or 50 something holding football down there? Try to find out for you from Cordova.
And Donnie told me, he said he thought that was illegal. Still thought you should have had 5. You had to line up with 5 on each side. But I did see last night in the Coleman-Jasper game, and they did that 6-4. Yeah, they have 6 on this side. They're still trying to figure out. And there's some question because the coach is still out on the field discussing it with them.
They'll get it all sorted out here just in a moment. Dora will have twins back to receive. That'll be D. Wilkerson on one side and then probably Jamal Harris. Can't see his number on the far side.
I think you've seen the green gloves and the purple gloves.
Green gloves and purple gloves, that's who it is. And going to be a deep kick, going to give Jamal a chance to bring it back from his 12 at the 15-20, cuts up the middle, 25-35, outside at the 40. Cuts inside a tackle at midfield all the way to the Cordova 45-yard line.
Great return that time, but Jamal did a great job setting up his blockers and able to wave through to get it out across midfield then.
And Tony, Jamal Harris officially with that run just ran more than I'll run the rest of my life. I can guarantee you that.
I played softball the other night, and I tried beating out an infield single, and I still ain't figured out what I was thinking.
You trying to channel your inner Bo Nix before the season starts. I hear you, Big Daddy. All right, here we go. Busby, see if they give him a chance to throw it. He's going to hand it off right here to Marcel up the middle at the 40. Runs into a tackle at the 37, going to fight all down to the 36-yard line. Good run that time.
Again, Dora's had more success running the football when they went back to this 2-back set back there. See a couple of the Dora's linemen, big number 76, Bubba Henderson, and 55, Jacob Graves, leading 9-10 yards down the field on the blocks.
Jacob and Bubba, if you put them two in the same wrestling ring together, they'd be a formidable pair. I guarantee you that.
Well, you still got to remember now. You put the Wade boys in there with him now.
Yeah, man.
You got one of them injured that's going to hold down a lot of that offensive line this year too. He's the little brother at 6'4" and about 280.
Yeah. Nothing doing on second down that time for the Bulldogs. Bring up third down in the same two. Davidson to the left side of Busby, Jose to the right. Matthew got a clean uniform tonight. Boone Martin shifts over to the left side to H-back. Gonna follow his blocking over there, and it's gonna be first down Dora. Good run by Ike.
Great job that time by Coach Lockhart, just setting it up with the strong side to the right, then just move Boone over later, and you get your better matchup like that, him at the point of contact.
Yeah, Boone tweaked his ankle in the jamboree or the scrimmage last Thursday, Tony, so glad to see he's okay.
He heals quick. Seen him took one of the nastiest balls in baseball this year at catcher. Just hit one, just knocked up the size of a grapefruit on his arm 15 seconds after it hit.
Busby back now, standing in, gets a pass off down the left side, and I had a miscommunication with his receiver, Harris, right there. Harris cut it across the middle on a slant.
Still, it's still not, the miscommunication that time, but still just a well-thrown ball that time. Just he threw it where a spot where, that makes it an easy catch that time. If it's
stops the clock with exactly 10 minutes to go on third quarter clock. Dora 20, Cordova nothing. Second down in the same 10 for the Bulldogs. Jamal Harris resets to the right side of the formation. Gonna throw him up a little timing pattern down there. Undershoots him, and he's gonna step back. Oh! Good gracious, I thought he brought it in.
Yeah, a lot of contact there, then a lot of talking after that. Looks like number 8 for Cordova that time was in on coverage. Looks like Elijah Thomas. Still a great job by coverage. Still a lot of contact though.
A lot of contact, Tony, you're exactly right. One thing you notice about Jamal, though, he goes up in high points of football, and he brings it in with his hands instead of letting it get into his body. I see what we do on third down and 10. Gonna reset Boone Martin to the left again. Somebody may have started too quick. No, I believe we.
I don't think Boone was set a second after he went in motion.
Second penalty of the night against Dora, 10 yards worth of infractions. That puts you now in a third down and 15. Got to get the ball down to the 23 for first down.
You had your backside tackle could have possibly been eligible that time.
I'd see what we come up with here on third down and long. All 11 Cordova defenders in 5 yards of the line of scrimmage. Trying to throw a pass out quick, and the receiver just dropped it. Jamal wanted to run before he caught it.
Yeah, didn't go with ABC that time. So Dora will punt and play field position now.
So nothing doing for Dora. They took it over after a great punt return at the 40, or kickoff return right at 45, and they go 3 and out. Cordova's going to drop number 12 back. I had that young man's number.
Adam O'Rear.
O'Rear, there you go. Dora punter standing at the midfield stripe. Oh, gets off a nice punt. Going to get the end zone and come out to the 20-yard line, first and 10. Timeout on the field. We'll be right back with you here after these messages. Stay with us, everybody.
The Omelet Shop in Summerton offers diners the most delicious breakfast, lunch, and dinners, serving up your favorite breakfast meals from our famous omelets to our delicious pancakes. We offer daily lunch specials with half-price meals Monday through Wednesday. Whether you're dining in or carrying out, Christy Hollis and her friendly staff will make sure to satisfy your hunger. The Omelet Shop is located across from Walmart in Summerton and open 7 days a week to serve you.
Come eat at the Omelet Shop!
Come by and see Paula Birmingham at Revival Salon located on Highway 78 in Dora. They have 5 highly trained professionals on staff, specializing in all the latest hair cutting techniques and styles. They do coloring, extensions, and color correcting. Revival Salon also specializes in hair and makeup for pageants, weddings, and proms. If you're in need of a new look, visit Revival Salon located on Highway 78 in Dora.
All right, friends, here we go. Cordova with their first possession of the second half. 9:36 to go in the third period. Nothing showing for the first half for the Blue Devils. They're going to see if they can get something going. Quarterback Kason Smith, he'll trigger it. Quick pass to the outside. And got about 5 out of that. Pass complete to Gable, number 16.
Nice job by Zach Hedrick that time reading the screen. You know, last week in the scrimmage, that was something he had 2 or 3 tackles on that. He saw the back coming out and did a great job coming over in support.
So Kason Smith good for 6 yards on first down. I believe somebody got to tie a shoe.
Yeah. That was a great tackle, I think, that time, because I think it may have took the shoe off.
All right, I believe it got it done now. I see Jamal down there stretching out and jogging a little bit on the sideline down there. They're getting some juice in him. Mustard packets, ain't that what it is, Tony?
They do pickle packets, too.
Pickle packets.
Pops.
Pickle pops. There's a handoff right up the middle this time. Going to be forward for a gain of about 2 yards. Bring up third down and short now for the Blue Devils.
He ran into a brick wall named Christian Wade.
Yeah, Christian Wade, that's a lot of youngster right there, I'm going to tell you that.
He'd make Mount Cody blush.
Good gracious. All right, third down and 2 now for Cordova. You kind of figure Kason Smith may run that ball up the middle, Tony, like he's done several times tonight.
Yeah, you need to leave a linebacker at home now.
Had a lot of success with it in the ball game so far. Man in motion, got just exactly what he's looking for, and he got a first down. Gets just enough for the Blue Devils first down. It'll be their 6th first down of the ball game.
Okay, Smith it's just little ball control, you know, really not many flashy plays tonight, just picking up 4 and 5 yards a pop. And swapping Christian Wade for Bubba Henderson, you lose just a little bit there, not much. But you gain a little bit of quickness now.
A little bit more quickness with Bubba, as you just said, Tony. All right, Kason back. Left-hander gets his pass off. He's got his receiver O'Rear forward for about 8-yard gain out near the 39-yard line.
So another good play by Cordova that time, just able to find an open receiver there, just a sit-down route. Just finding an open man, just picking up 7 or 8 yards on first down.
All right, second down in the better part of 3 now for the Blue Devils. Clock's going to strike 7 minutes to go in the third quarter. Dora 20, Cordova nothing. O'Rear in motion. They're going to fake it him. Quarterback's going to keep it. He's going to run it forward, and he's going to dive. Looks like he's got first down yardage again.
Pretty good shot by one of the Dora defenders on the tackle that time. It was helmet on Kason Smith.
Kason now with 41 yards on the ground, go along with 36 in the air.
He's probably about the leading rusher in the game, isn't he?
Yeah, he's going to be, let's see. Yeah, just 1 yard more than Ike. So, yeah, he's a leading rusher in the game by a yard. But, Tony, one thing for the Dora defense, though, Cordova has yet to have an explosive play in the ball game.
Yeah, in the game last night against Jasper versus Coleman, they just looked like Jasper had control, but just they had that one explosive play.
Here comes O'Rear around the right end. Going to be forward for the better part of about 3 on that one.
It's like Cordova, coming out with just this methodical drive, just being able to pick up 3 and 4 and 5 yards again. His Dora's going to have something big happen here. They may have to send a linebacker.
Of course, Tony, you got to wonder about the effectiveness of this when you're down 20-0, because you're eating up a lot of clock doing it. Here goes Gable again. He's forward now. He breaks one down the sideline. He's going to have first down inside the 40 down near the Dora 37.
Looks like they may have caught Dora in a blitz that time and was able to get by the first wave and is able to get some extra yardage there. Probably got the heat timeout now.
Got a heat timeout on the field. We'll take it with him. Dora 20, Cordova nothing. We'll be right back.
If your car or truck is in need of repair, then you need to come by Summiton Auto Care. Owner Wayne Greathouse and all of his technicians are ASE certified, so you know your repair will be done right. What sets them apart from other shops? They are a TechNet member, offering a 24-month, 24,000-mile roadside assistance on major repairs. They install engines, transmissions, they do heating and air work, or any other work your automobile may need at the best price. So go by and see them today at Summiton Auto Care or give them a call at 648-3003. The Edwards Agency has been in business for over 40 years, serving our customers in Jefferson and Walker County. At the Edwards Agency, we put personal touch in personal insurance. We have a dedicated staff of licensed agents that will help you in finding the best coverage available at a competitive rate. Allow our agents to help navigate you through all the coverage limitations and exclusions so you can make an informed decision on the best coverage and best protection for your insurance needs. The Edwards Agency, with 2 locations to serve you in Summiton and in Jasper.
And back in Cordova, the ball 1st and 10 at the Dora 38-yard line. Drive started back on the 20, and they've marched it methodically right down the field. 8 plays so far. Cason Smith takes a snap, going to fake it and keep it himself, looking for yards around the right side, and he's got it.
God. Just lead play to the right, just pulling lineman, just able just to pick up, kick out. Just another great play again by Cordova.
Tony picks up 9 yards on the play that time. And Dora has not found the combination to stop that play yet. This is Gable right up the middle with it, running at the heart of the Dora defense. He'll have it to the 25. And he got 5 yards out of that.
Still just getting us 4 and 5 yards of play here.
Second down and about 6 now for the Blue Devils. Dora defense being on the field here for a lot of snaps, Tony. This thing's already gone 10 plays on this drive right now. Quarterback keeper again. Tell you one thing about that kid, he ain't scared to run football.
No, he hits it hard. That's just basically looks like just the old crossbuck play. Just fake it to the running back, and he just takes it to the backside. Not sure if he's reading it or not.
And he gets necessary 5 yards that time for another Cordova first down.
So maybe Cordova's taking a timeout, or Dora's taking a timeout.
Yeah. They probably need a timeout. Take just a breather. Ladies and gentlemen, again, remember all of our great sponsors here on the Alabama Cable Network and also on WOTM television coming up here in the next few weeks. Ken Glover Drugs, our good friend. We mentioned him in the first half. Ken and Carmen, all the fine folks down at Ken Glover Drugs in Dora. Also our friends, Pastor Victor Massey and Sister Jamie Massey over at Summiton Church of God. Philip Walker, youth pastor over there. Want to mention again Paula Moore and Alexis Williams. My daughter Ashley Sparkman works down there at the Revival Salon. Also, Coach Talbert's wife Tanya is down there, and all the great girls. Man, good place to go if you can get a haircut. I just ain't got no hair to have cut very often. Omelet Shop, Christy and all the folks down in Summiton. The Omelet Shop there on 78 Highway. Also the Summiton Auto Care. A lot of our great sponsors. Appreciate them. And as always, I want to tell you, go by and let them know how much you appreciate them sponsoring Dora Bulldog football. And we'll have some more sponsors with you for you here just in a bit. Cordova now with another first down. They've got 9 in the ball game. Drive that started back on their 20 and now on the Dora 17. This is Gable with it. Got a hole on the right side. Feet goes out from under him down around the.
Should have gained about a yard or two, it looks like.
Yeah.
I said it looked like he just slipped trying to make a cut then.
Going to get about 2 yards out of that, maybe 3.
Wow, I think got him in a pretty good spot. I thought they was going to mark him down on the line. But they actually gave him another yard past that.
High snap this time. Quarterback's going to keep it again. Turns it right up the middle at the 10, at the 5. He's trying to get in. Looks like he's going to be down. He got in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Jason Smith, 13-yard run.
Still drive. You didn't just really not any just 4- and 5-yard chunk plays. Just take it straight down the field against this Dora defense, you know.
"13 plays, covers 80 yards. Jason Smith cashes it in for Cordova. Bad snap on the extra point try. Going to get it off, and well, they still ain't got him on the ground. Now they do. Is 2-point conversion try. As it ends up, goes for nothing. I will leave the score Dora 20 and Cordova 6. Timeout on the field. We'll be right back with you.
Ken Glover Drug is your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy. Our friendly professional staff will be glad to answer your questions and to help you with your medications. We offer a full line of medical equipment and diabetic supplies. We accept most insurance plans, and for faster refills, you can visit us online. For pharmacy, medical equipment, gifts, and more, visit Ken Glover Drug Health Mart Pharmacy. Health Mart, caring for you and about you.
Dora Cafe is under new ownership, so come by and taste the difference. Jeffrey and Brooke Kelly have made several menu changes that will keep you coming back for more, offering lunch and dinner specials daily. Try one of their big flavor burgers or one of their specialty hot dogs. And with a dozen different sauces to choose from, you've got to try the wings. And you can't go wrong with the Philly cheesesteak or the all-new barbecue sandwich. For lunch or dinner, come in and taste the difference at Dora Cafe.
And back in, Cordova Blue Devils.
Missing one.
Take about 6 minutes off the third quarter clock, but they drive the ball 80 yards for the touchdown to get on the scoreboard, as Dora now leads 20-6, 3:05 to go in the third frame. They're going to give Jamal Harris another chance this time. He's going to take it in at the 5, up the sideline to the 10, 15. Going to cut it outside to about the 20 and then be driven out of bounds. Up around the 23, I believe.
Pretty good kick that time by the Cordova guy. Pin it back deep in that corner like that. It's hard to return from there.
Let's see where they actually set it down at, Tony. I believe it's about 23 yards, like 22. Yeah.
It's a gut check time here for the Bulldogs, really. Now they really outgained us now by about 80 yards on the night. It's time for the offense has got to put a drive together.
Yeah, Tony, because you don't want to put your defense right back out on the field after they've just stood up for 6 minutes of clock time. 13-play drive by Cordova. Busby gives it to Ikey. He's going to run through a hole. Got a big hole up the middle at the 40. 45 midfield. He may go. They won't catch him on this one, Tony. 77 yards, touchdown.
You know, we'll take that. You know, just the quick touchdown still is not going to give the defense much of a break, but still, those points like that, it's going to be hard for Cordova to keep driving the field like that in those long drives if we're trading touchdowns with us.
Boy, a great run that time by Ikey. He just broke it and never looked back. Puts him over the century mark now, 117 yards in the ball game. As Dora will line up now and attempt the extra point. The regular kicker, Brady Spradlin, When he got that roughing the kicker penalty, might have tweaked his ankle a little bit. They're going to get him checked out. Extra point kick is up, and it is good. Timeout on the field. Dora 27, Cordova 6. We'll be right back.
Football season is here, and it's time to get in the game, and Piggly Wiggly has everything you need to stock up on. We have weekly specials with super low prices on USDA select meats, dairy products, the freshest produce, and a whole lot more. Save big on all the top name brands, or try our own store brand with national brand quality and Piggly Wiggly value. Don't drop the ball this fall. Save big. Shop the pig.
A to Z Refinish Paint and Body in Jasper have certified technicians with over 20 years experience. They specialize in all types of collision repair, replacement, and refinishing. They can handle all collisions from minor repair to major repair and accept all types of insurance. A to Z uses DuPont Refinish technology with expert color matching. A to Z has an expert team that take great pride in their work. For a free estimate, give them a call today. A to Z Refinish Paint and Body in Jasper.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Braden Williamson in to kick off for the Dora Bulldogs now. Ike Jose took it 77 yards, and Cordova will fair catch the football at the 26-yard line. But, Tony, you talked about it. That was a big shot in the arm for Dora because the offense had really just done nothing in the third quarter. But now you do put your defense back out there, as you mentioned.
Yes. Yeah, the defense is going to have to come up. They're just sitting back, letting them come to them too much. They're going to have to come take the fight to Cordova here a little bit.
Cordova now with 124 yards on the ground for the night. And we'll see what Cason Smith and company comes up with 2:39 to go in the third quarter. Gonna do the same thing you done on the last drive. You're gonna keep it and feet go out from under him after a gain of about a yard.
Yeah, luckily that time his feet did slip and make the tackle that time. So pin them back now. One of the first times they've not gained 5 yards on first down.
Number 24 in there for Dora that time, Michael Smoot. Second down and 9 after the 1 yard gain by Smith.
A false start.
Should have been. Good Lord, that kid can run the football. He's going to almost have a first down if he didn't. He's going to be about a yard shy, looks like. Got about 8 on the carry that time.
Again, just the Dora defense back and just not taking the fight to him.
Rear quickly over to the left. He'll set wide for Cordova. Look for the same thing we had last time here. Now we're going to give it off to the other running back, number 16, Gable, and he's going to have first down yardage.
So one of the Dora players that time was able, he was in the backfield, just not able to make the stop that time.
Yeah, Tony, Coach Powell and the defensive coaches, they'll look his film over. They'll have some stuff to work on before Carbon Hill comes in next Friday. Clock about to roll under 1 minute to go here in the third quarter. Rear this time, foot slips a little bit, kind of under pressure. Steps out of his pressure, and he's going to tuck it down and run it. We just cannot contain him. My gracious.
First man in the backfield that time, just still not able to bring him down in a way. He's just very slippery runner back there.
Pickup of 6 that time. Second down in the better part of 4. 30 seconds to go on the third quarter clock.
Probably the last play of the third quarter.
Gonna give it off to Gable this time. He's going to be right at the midfield stripe, and he's going to still be about 2 yards shy of first down yardage after a gain of 1.
Great job by Michael Smoot playing down the line of scrimmage that time and reading that from his defensive end position, coming up and making a big stop.
And that will take us to the end of the third quarter of play here from Hudson Kirby Field. After 3, Dora Bulldogs 27 and the Cordova Blue Devils 6. We'll be right back with you after these messages.
Leo and Susie's famous Green Top Barbecue has been serving up the South's best barbecue for more than 50 years. Made famous for their hickory smoked barbecue sandwiches and big, tasty cheeseburgers, Green Top is sure to satisfy your hunger. Enjoy your meal while watching a game or call in for carryout. They also provide catering for any size party or occasion. For fast, friendly service and good old-fashioned barbecue, Green Top is simply the best.
Back in, ladies and gentlemen, Cordova with 3rd down and 2. Ball sitting at the midfield stripe. As we begin the fourth quarter, quarterback keeper once again. And quarterback Casey Smith going to be very close to the line to gain. May have to measure this one. I believe they'll have to bring. Now they're going to say it's 1st down.
Wow. Good job by the defensive that line that time, just getting a little bit of penetration just to help blow that play up.
Smith now with 85 yards on the ground in the ball game. Cordova with their 11th 1st down. 6 of them coming in this half. There we go. Somebody come up and made a tackle that time.
Looks like number 9, Ronald Waldrop again on the stop for the Bulldogs. A great job. Looked like Jamal Harris may have come in on run support also. So it looks like maybe walking a man up, just daring them to throw it over the top now.
I'll tell you one thing, Tony, Ronald Waldrop gets a little experience under him. He's going to be very, very good.
Had a heck of a game during the spring against Springville.
Yeah, he did. 9. All right, here we go. 2nd down in the same 10 now for the Blue Devils. Have not thrown the football in a while either. Here goes Smith out. They're going to try to keep him in containment. They do, and his feet goes out from under him back at the 44-yard line.
It looks like Jaden McDavid that time really just had containment on him. Just did a great job just setting down on him, making him make a move, and just him falling over then.
A loss of about 8 yards. Third down now and very long for Cordova. They got to get the ball all the way to the Dora 37-yard line for a 1st down. And I believe the Blue Devils are going to take a timeout and talk about it. And we'll take it with them. Be right back with you just in a moment.
At Westwood Appliance, we buy, sell, and service most major brands like Whirlpool, Kenmore, Maytag, Samsung, and GE. We carry a complete line of refrigerators, washers, dryers, stoves, and freezers, and we guarantee what we sell.
Use your head, train with Ed.
And back in, ladies and gentlemen, 10-10 to go in the ball game. Cordova with 3rd down and 18 back at their own 44-yard line. Dora shoring up the defense here on this 2nd drive of the half for the Blue Devils. Quarterback Casey Smith back, loads the left arm up, and
great job by Ronald Waldrop again, just coming in on the backside untouched. There's he releases the ball with a hard lick on Casey Smith.
So good defensive stand by Dora that time, and Cordova will go into the punt formation.
See Jamal coming out, getting a little bit of breath, letting D. Wilkerson go back for the punt.
Bad snap this time, way over the head of the punter. He's going to try to do something with it. Did we give him a face mask? It didn't get called if we did.
It looked like the official's reaching for his collar, like he really caught him up high by the chest.
And that's going to give Dora the football on the plus side of the field at the
20-yard line. Touchdown here would be another great momentum swing here.
And don't officially go as a turnover, Tony, but it's the same exact thing as a turnover. So
turnover on downs, but still, it's with the asterisk beside it.
Dora on the plus side of the field now. They might put the dagger in it right here. 27-6 Bulldogs.
Offense has had a little bit of a breather over there.
Yeah. See if they let Busby throw one right here.
I believe you go on the run right here. Give it to the hot hand, 22.
Absolutely right. That's who they give it to. And he doesn't get anything to the right, left, goes to the right. It comes back to the left, and his knee goes out from under him.
I think he may have tripped over the back of one of his own players when he cut back, or he had a lot of muddy field in front of him.
Oh, man, that was funny.
That may be one of the most exciting 5-yard losses that you'll ever see.
Yeah, that's going to dent his average just a little bit, put him back to 112 yards in the ball game. But, yeah, he was going to go somewhere.
This might be the time if you want to look for the pass and try and find Wilkerson now. If you can get him one-on-one.
You got Wilkerson in the slot.
You got him matched up against the safety.
Bad snap, picked up by Busby. He's just going to throw it up that time. And
number 7, Brennan
Davis almost hauled it in. Just a bad snap from center that time, goes incomplete.
And this is where you do miss a Brady Spradlin here on the kick. This would definitely be 4-down territory for the Bulldogs. So, look, you really don't have to get all this yardage now. It'd be nice to pick up 7-8 yards possibly. May want to give Marcel a carry. It's just something to change it up a little bit.
Boone Martin recessed to the right side this time. They're going to give it to Marcel, as you just said, and run him into a whole bunch of blue shirts. He's going to lose about 3, maybe 4 yards on that run.
Look like we're taking it to the outside, and we're going to have to cut some of this stuff back into the inside like that.
And see if Dora does elect to go for it here at punt, Tony. They're going to run some clock. Let's go ahead and eat some more time off the scoreboard.
We'll take 40 seconds off for sure. Probably going to take a timeout here.
That's what I'm thinking. Coach Lockhart probably used his second timeout of the half.
Seems like an eternity.
And he just called it, so Dora will take their second timeout. Ladies and gentlemen, remember, again, our good buddy Chris Phillips, the original and only Little Giant Farmers Market on Hull Road, is back open again. I want you to go by and see him. Also want you to remember our friends Summerton Auto Care, Edwards Insurance, Jeff Kelly and his wife Brooke, and all the good folks at Dora Cafe, along with Eddie Tucker and friends at Westwood Appliance. Doug Ragsdale and Janice and all the good folks at Lee's Restaurant in Summerton. Piggly Wiggly Groceries and Dora Cordova and soon to be Hackleburg. And Green Top Barbecue, Tony, on Green Top Hill and in Jasper.
Yes.
And next, actually, college football kicks off tomorrow, and college football and Green Top Barbecue go together.
Hand in hand, all day long.
Absolutely.
Check out our Facebook page this week. Probably have some specials for college football Saturday for the Alabama and Auburn games.
There you go. Busby going to load up, get his pass off over the middle. Underthrows his receiver, and I believe it's going to be drop incomplete. Well,
you know, an interception there wouldn't have been the worst thing that ever would have happened. It didn't look good on the scorecard, but still, just the ball just looks like it didn't come out of Busby's hands right, because it looked like the receiver was open past him, and it the ball just really floated on him again.
Yeah, just wonder if ball might have been just a little wet or something, didn't get a good grip on it. But in any case, Cordova will take the football over at the 30-yard line. 1st and 10.
If you're Dora, you really need to it'd be nice to get them off the field and not let them have time to get another drive going here. But still keep the play in front of you.
Quick pass to the outside. Right down the sideline with it up near the 40, 45-yard line.
That time again, a quick pass to Gable. Just getting him out, just a little swing pass like that.
Cordova now with their 12th first down, 15 yards on the completion that time.
Look, number 8, Eli Pruitt's probably checked into the ball game. He reminds me a lot of Marcel out there.
Yeah. Fake the handoff, quarterback keeper. Has he not gained 8 yards every time he run the ball tonight?
Unreal.
My gracious.
Had 2 men from Dora in the backfield and just cannot stop him then. Just slippery, just breaking through for 9.5 yards then.
Same play to the left side, a little quick pass out there to Gable, and he's forward for about another 7-8 yards.
If you're Dora, you really need to shut this down here.
60 yards through the air now on the night for Kason Smith to go along with 86 on the ground.
So number 13, Miles Corley, checking in the ball game for the Bulldogs.
6:38 the clock running to go in the contest. And that's going to pass is going to be good and forward for 5 yards to the 30-yard line.
So I'm sure they're average, and they've been having on first down, but
yeah,
still.
I might have cheated them out of a yard, Tony. I think it got 6.
It might have been closer to that average there.
Bad snap going to be picked up by Kason Smith, and he's going to fight forward inside the 30 down to about the 27-yard line, bring up 3rd and about 1.
For 29, Anthony Ewan checking in the ball game for the Bulldogs.
And I believe we have the
heat timeout,
last heat timeout of the night. And we're going to take it with them. Step out for just a moment. We'll be right back with you.
If you haven't been to Lee's Family Restaurant and Dinner Theater lately, you don't know what you're missing. At Lee's you'll find the best food around, including vegetable plates that you can't get anywhere else in our area. You can call 648-9217 and hear our menu daily with a choice of all your favorite meats and vegetables. If you would like entertainment with your meal, then look at our dinner theater schedule featuring gospel music by groups like the Perrys, the Tallies, and the Kingsmen. Great food and great music is what you'll find at Lee's Family Restaurant and Dinner Theater, Highway 78 in Dora.
3rd down and 1 for Cordova. Give the ball off. And the backfield again, number 16, Gable. He's going to have close to a 1st down yardage. Let's see if they give it to him.
Number 24, Smoot on the stop for the Bulldogs.
Gable now with 62 yards on the ground to complement the 88 by Smith. Cordova with their 14th 1st down, but they're burning the clock up doing it. 5:18 to go in the game. Here goes Smith rolling right, rolling, looking. Left-hander gets his pass off. And a nice diving reception down at the 11-yard line.
So number 15 again, the tight end. Perrin, again, just a nice throw and catch from Smith to Perrin, and then just for a slide catch for another Blue Devil 1st down.
So 1st and goal now for Cordova. Check it, 1st and 10 at the 11.
Timeout by the Bulldogs.
Cordova calls the timeout.
Dora did.
Dora called. And Tony, again, we talked about it earlier, but next Friday night, you don't really talk about revenge games, but Dora kind of embarrassed herself last year at Carbon Hill. It wasn't so much what Carbon Hill done to Dora, just Dora really done it to herself, but they're going to look to get back on that game next week.
Yeah, it really looks like last year they just walked into the game, just really thought that they had the game won. When they walked over there, you had some issues with kids, you know, on the bus, on the ride over, just doing some things that Coach Lockhart doesn't allow, some team rules that was broken, and really just was just a game that just mentally were out of it. So this game tonight on defense, you know, you're really just giving up 6 points, but you really, you know, Cordova's really just took it to them, you know, during the night.
Yeah, Cordova with 144 150 yards on the ground and 80 more through the air, so 230 yards of offense for a Cordova team that had 86 at halftime, so almost 200 yards in the second half. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 from the 11 for the Blue Devils. Ball on the ground. Cason Smith going to pick it up. Gets it back on, and he'll end up losing a yard.
It's really what you needed there, just something good, you know, even if it is a bad snap that time. So the first, was he under center that time? Was that one of the first times he's?
Yeah, first time tonight that I can remember. Let's see, he's going to end up losing, 1 yard on the carry.
Good seeing Troy Nash come by and say hey to me just then.
Been knowing Troy a long time. Here we go, handoff again in the backfield. And the feet go out from under the running back down at the 6. That's number 9 on the carry for
Justin Wallace.
Wallace. We hadn't heard. His name hadn't been called tonight, Tony, a lot. We really expect a lot out of him.
Yeah, really like that play that time out of the eye. Then really looked, he looked good coming hitting that hole from there.
All right, Wallace again. He'll dot the I this time.
Nearly just like a power I formation.
3rd down and 4. Give it to him deep. He's going to run inside the 5 and down to about the 3-yard line. Going to be very close. 4th down and probably a yard.
Yeah, if you can keep them out of the end zone here and take over on the goal line. If not, if they score or get the 1st down here, you're going to have to look for the onside kick with 3 minutes to go in this ball game.
4th down and 1. Cordova can get a 1st down at the 1-yard line. Or just outside of the 1. So here we go. Look for a quarterback keeper right here, I would suspect. No, he does fake it. He's going to roll out and pass the football and goes incomplete. My gracious.
Wow.
Well,
that's one of those things where I think you may have tried out thinking yourself then and got a penalty after the play. So not sure who this will be on.
Well, if it goes against Dora, it'll be a 1-yard penalty. If it goes against Cordova, it'll be a 15-yard penalty. So
it could possibly be offsetting. I think it was in the area of Christian Wade.
Unsportsmanlike against Dora. So that'll back them up a total of 1 yard.
Yeah, the fans go wild, but it will not be a 1st down. But for Dora.
Dead ball penalty, and that'll back it up from the 2 to the 1.
That is the penalty is still, it's only 1 yard, but that will be one that Coach Lockhart will not be happy with.
Sort of a weird stat line tonight for Dora on penalties. 3 penalties for 11 yards.
Wow.
But I mean, mentally, Tony, that tells you Dora's been in the ball game mentally.
Yes.
Not a lot of mistakes, you know.
And yet, really with a young team, just after losing a lot of seniors last year, a lot of kids stepping up and playing this year, that you're seeing some plays like that just really, you just like to see that with not many penalties.
Yeah, give you something. You can be glad you got the win. Give you something to work on next week also.
And the Dora's really not been under center, so this is time where you really want a good snap. Even if you get a safety here, is not the worst thing in the world.
And Cordova calls the timeout. So Dora, Tony, week 3, go up to Jasper, take on the Vikings on that new artificial surface up there. That'll be nice.
Yes.
Region play. The region this year, I noticed last night, Hayden in the region, they opened up with a loss. Jasper got a win in the region last night. Russellville, I think they're playing tonight. They'll be pretty formidable in the region. We go up to East Lawrence this year. So that our Lawrence County rather. They had a decent little ball club last year. Corner looked for them to be a little better this year.
Corner may have one of the best teams in the region. You got to know Coach Clemens really well. Just got a lot of kids back this year. A lot of skilled people back this year, I believe.
Yeah, they had a little freshman quarterback last year. He could really play. I look forward to that ball game. It'll be in the middle of the season. They'll be coming to Dora this year.
Looks like Carbon Hill's losing tonight, 28-2 versus Good Hope so far.
So here we go, Dora now with the ball at the 1 yard line. We'll have Jose on the right, Davidson on the left of quarterback Matthew Busby. High snap, he's just gonna fall over in the end zone. That'll give Cordova a safety. And Dora will get a free kick from the 20 yard line.
That makes it 27-8 there. This will be kickoff team. Even if he elects to punt it, it still is a live ball after 10 yards.
So Cordova gets 2 more. And 2:41 left in the contest. Dora now 27-8. Dora will kick it, as I said, from the 20 yard line.
It looks like Cordova, their 5-up men, they really were running off with Brady Spradlin was in kicking earlier in the game. I'm not sure if they're really staying in there, but that gives you a chance. If you really don't kick one far, that gives a chance for one of these speed men on that right side to come up and possibly pick up the ball.
Absolutely right. And this will be Williamson in to kick it off for Dora. Cordova's deep back going to be standing on his own 40 yard line.
Yeah, it looks like the middle guy's over. There's really a huge lane that you could really kick one through there.
High kickoff going to float down just inside the 40, be fumbled and picked up shy of midfield. And going to be returned up just across the midfield stripe to the Dora 49. Cordova have their 1st and 10.
Cordova that time with a pretty good return. They've returned everything back towards their sideline tonight.
Yeah, everything. They've been strictly left-handed on returns all night long. So, Tony, if you're Dora, what do you take away from this ball game if you're Coach Lockhart?
You know, the offense, you really got to build on that. You had a couple good runs here in the second half. Really hadn't been able to put that's too many men in motion there.
And I believe they might catch it. Throw the ball back. This time a little screen pass over on the left side. But
on offense, you really you're going to have to come in and be able to set up and establish the running game, I believe, and then be able to throw the ball off of that some. You know, had a couple good passes, a couple good plays tonight. You know, defensively, you're going to have to think that you've held them to 1 touchdown tonight and build off that, but still you're going to have to get – I think you're going to have to get a little bit more aggressive on defense. You're going to have to – I don't know if some of these young kids are just playing back on their heels, but they're going to quit, you know, not worry about making a mistake and just being, you know, just going forwards at all times, you know, just trying to attack somebody.
All right, 2nd down now and 15 for Cordova. 2 minutes left in the game. Cason Smith going all the way tonight. Fakes a handoff. Loads the left hand up. He throws deep downfield and overshoots his receiver. Incomplete.
Good coverage that time. I think by number 7, Brendan Davis. I tell you, for a young kid, he's really just had a tremendous ball game tonight. You know, just something. You know, you've had some individual efforts and some plays, but still just going to have to come together more. Just this, you know, this still is week 0, as they call it. You know, that's still, you know, you still got a long way to go. That's why you can get these 2 basically preseason games. And you like to come out next week against the Carbon Hill team and, you know, be able to make a few plays, just get better, just to be ready to start your region play and get ready to get into that grind of a schedule.
Okay, 2nd down now and same 15. Smith standing on his 40. He'll keep the football. Run it as he has done so much tonight. Big run out inside the 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10. Going to be horse collared, and that's going to give them some additional yardage.
Still, that'll bring it inside the 5, probably to the 2-yard line there. So still, hate to see a tackle like that. It causes some injuries, but still just glad he was able to get him down before he got into the end zone.
45 yards on the carry that time for Cason Smith. Puts a young man at 133 yards on the ground. And Dora got a penalty that time. That'll give them
4 penalties for 13 yards now, doesn't it?
4 penalties for 13 yards. That's it. And Blue Devils trying to tack one more on here. Give it off to Gable, and he'll walk in untouched. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Makes it 28-14 now, so you think that they would probably go for 2. No, they are kicking it. He can make it a 2-score game still with 1:20. Seen crazy things happen.
All right, 1:20 to go.
Was that at a Summoner Christian corner game, the crazy game?
That's exactly what I was fixing to say. You're right. Extra point kick is up, and it is good. That makes the score Dora 27, Cordova 15. Tony, you're absolutely right, because there was 1:20 to go in the ball game, and corner was leading, or Summoner Christian was leading corner 18-6. And corner won the ball game 20-18.
That's crazy.
I called the ball game.
I think I was there with you. I do believe I was. It's going to have to have your hands team up here now. You know, they're going to.
Big, tall kid for corner that night. Last name of Belcher, number 88. I always remember him. And threw the ball right down the seam to him. About 10 seconds left in the ball game, and he scored.
Wow. I believe where this side over here is where this ball may be fixing to come.
I believe you may be right.
If the one kicks it, if the other one does it, no telling where it's going. We have changed. We got dueling kickers. Looks like D. Wilkerson with a carry.
Yeah, good hands, man. I mean, just kicked it right straight to D. Wilkerson. Dora going, I tell you what they fix. They fix take a knee and get out of here.
Yes. 3 times to get you out of here.
And next Friday night, Coach Chavis Williams and the Carbon Hill Bulldogs coming down to Dora. And then Dora will be on the road the following week at Jasper to open region play. Been a great game here tonight. Always great down here in the pit for the 96th renewal of this great long-standing rivalry.
Yeah, really it's been a tremendous game. You know, really the kids have fought hard. Just had, had one bad penalty a while ago, but still it's been a really very clean game, fought hard. I was told that Cordova woke up this morning with a tombstone and a bunch of bulldog puppies dropped out at the school, so, which they did not come from Dora people. So still, that was, it's been started off this week.
And Cordova going to spend a timeout. Going to be interesting, Tony, in January now when they reclassify again the High School Athletic Association. See where Dora falls. They were the last team in 5A the last year and this year. So,
yeah, it'd be interesting. We're a lot better 4A football team. We have, last year we played 4A or 5A with 7 coaches, and you're playing against teams like Russellville, Jasper, even Corner with 12 and 14 coaches on the staff, and Coach Lockhart and staff with 7 coaches. It's hard to run a platoon system and an offense and defense. This year, you're able to pick up a couple extra coaches. You had Coach Jace Cordell come from Cordova over to help. help, and you had Jace Trotter come in to be able to help.
Right.
And, you know, and kept most of the rest of your coaches that you had last year. And you got Stone Smith come in and doing some graduate assistant position.
As Matthew Busby takes a knee, they'll take it under 1 minute to go. They'll have to snap it.
With 20 seconds, about at 22, 23 seconds probably.
They'll have to snap it one more time. And I think, Tony, if you're going to have to work on some stuff, you'll a lot rather do it coming off of a win than a loss. So Dora take it. And it wasn't pretty at times, but it was effective. They took the Cordova turnovers and scored on every single one of them in the first half. And he'll put it on a knee, and I think that will end it.
Still, you're missing that one key ingredient on that offensive line with Cam Wade.
Right.
You've not had your offensive line, your full offensive line, the last two ball games, the spring game versus Springville. You had Jacob Graves got hurt the day before the game, and Cam Wade now coming. Still, just and happy to see the game that Matthew Busby had. You know, he's not going to need to win games for you, but he definitely doesn't need to lose games. So, just a great game, great job for the Bulldogs tonight.
And one thing, Tony, be important for Dora is Brady Spradlin. Get a report on that young man. That's 1/3 of your formula right there is your kicking game, and he's he's best in the state. You know, so
he adds a different dimension to it.
Yes, he does. Ladies and gentlemen, we've thoroughly enjoyed bringing it to you. We're going to get everything wrapped up and get out of here from Hudson Kirby Field. But once again, for my broadcast partner, Tony Hedrick, man behind the camera, Mr. Donnie Early, this is Buddy Spartan. The final score, Dora 27 and Cordova 15. We'll see you next Friday night at Horace Roberts Field. Good night, everybody.
Welcome to ACN Sports Football, a special presentation of the Alabama Cable Network and our affiliates all across the state of Alabama. Since our beginning 34 years ago with Dora High School football, we have consistently provided coverage of high school and college sports. This program is brought to you in part by Carl Cannon Chevrolet, Buick, Cadillac, and GMC, by Green Top Barbecue, and by other sponsors on our local games throughout our coverage area, in 40 counties and over 500,000 homes, on charter. Now, stay tuned for today's broadcast. ACN Sports, we've got the game.